Testing. 1, 2, 3. Today we're doing a playtest for Artificer. This game called Aeturnum. Oh, I gotta get the darn. Okay, here we go. Twitch. I'm just gonna. What's the date today? Update. Just get on the channel here. Copy. Okay. Boop.
Check. Hello?
Hello.
Roger. Okay. You see the room? Does the map say alpha range?
I saw a thing that says join this, and I joined it, and I see the map is called Toast.
It's still called toast, alright, yeah. Did it change the alpha range yet?
Nope. Not on my end. Should I exit and come back in?
It should be changing the alpha range. This server thing is still tested. You have the console.
P1 still display as human. Is that alright?
P1 should be displayed as.
There you go. It just changed, and the
it just changed alpha range.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Or Artificer.
Yeah,
okay,
network
yeah,
code.
it did change.
Network code is a bit alpha at the moment. We've mostly been testing local games, so it's good to know that. You can change your color by clicking on it. Faction and CO don't mean much at the moment.
I'm gonna be. I want. You know what? I want yellow. There you go.
All right. I'm going to start the game now.
Cool.
All right. You can right-click barracks. That's how you build units. There'll be a pop-up that appears.
Should I start also? Because my screen hasn't changed.
Yeah, click start.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are we limited to just barracks on this one for now?
Yeah, barracks. They contain all of the units at the moment.
You're P1. I'll watch you.
Did I move already?
I don't see your units.
You don't see my units.
I don't see any units.
Yeah, this would be network code. Network code that worked. I think I know what the problem is. It's because I started the game and moved before you started the game. So if you don't mind, quickly
exit?
back out. Yeah, exit real quick.
Just the whole game?
Just reset it just to make sure.
So press escape or close the window. How do you want me to do it?
You can just press Shift Escape as a quick shortcut.
Shift escape.
You just press that a couple
okay,
times.
Cool. So main menu, online.
Online. I'll create the room. We call join this. After this, I'm probably going to actually debug network code because that was done with my left hand only.
So I've heard.
Yes. So what happens when you try and play competitive Wargroove and then also pixel art and also code? You break your wrist.
You broke your wrist playing Wargroove?
No, repetitive strain injuries.
Oh.
Yeah, like you can tell when something bad's about to happen, and it's wiser just to like leave it alone rather than like actually get one.
Yeah. I have not been there yet. I've never used my wrist so much that they broke.
Yeah, I was the fourth person to apparently S-rank the game, and my hours show it.
Whoa.
Alright, do you see the lobby?
I see you, but I don't see me, and I don't see a room.
You don't see a room?
No. Wait, it's Artifactor instead of Artificer.
Yes.
That's correct? Okay.
Yeah, let me, I don't see you.
I don't see me either. How about
DSD. Let me check.
Okay. I'm gonna sit still till you tell me to do something. Just in case.
Artifactor connected.
Oh, well,
Did you connect?
Hey, is that music coming on your side or mine? Oh no, that's the game.
I don't have it on my side.
I hear piano music and I don't know where it's coming from. Is it?
Okay, I'm going to restart real quick.
Is that from the game?
Yeah, the game has a temporary soundtrack.
Okay.
While I'm waiting for the composer to do
I was worried it was like copywritten or material or something. But...
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's not. It's in the README. It's what's his name? What's his name? The guy. He does free music. Okay, online works. Are you in the lobby? Do you see me in the lobby?
The file user desktop Atrium doesn't. Oh, sorry, I got a text folder problem because I killed a file while it was. I don't. Should I? Nothing's changed.
Reconnect to online.
So I'm gonna exit. I'm on main menu.
Yeah.
On click
just go
online.
online. You don't even exit the game entirely.
Okay. It didn't ask me to enter a name earlier, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, I have an incoming connection, so it should be asking you for a name now.
Here we go.
Yeah, you're
confirm. 2 persons online. I see you.
All right, I'm creating the game now. All right.
Join this. Join.
Going to change the map. Change color a few times. All right.
The color jitters a little bit.
Yeah, the working on the lobby is something. Certainly something. What's probably happening at the moment is that someone messed with my server computer settings.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to have the permissions it needs to have. But that's not a big issue. All right, so you're purple, I'm cyan.
Oh, I wanted like yellow or orange. Is there an orange or is it just yellow that kind of... Uh-oh. I stuck.
There's a orange and the yellow, I think. There might just be an orange. I know at some point there was a yellow. We tried to put in the Advanced Wars colors.
Oh, she's thinking. I think I clicked it too many times. What's going on? Did I break you?
You're purple right now.
Yeah. But
you should. Now you're red.
Showing purple on my end. And I'm getting a little thinky wheel on my mouse.
I think it will. What?
Yeah. You know...
Does the console say something?
Let's see. Slot 1, moon person, icon anon, purple. Oh, stuff's happening. Map editor. Java, lang, thread run. It's doing stuff.
What did you do? I don't know what you did.
I don't know either.
That's strange. Is the game responding?
The game is not, but I'm getting stuff on the command prompt.
Just send me a screenshot of it.
All right, it's doing stuff. Java heap space. What? Hold on.
Wait, you run out of memory?
Maybe. Is that possible?
Yeah, send me a screenshot of that. I'm not. You're on Windows 10, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm also on Windows 10. That doesn't sound... Let me see what this is saying.
Now I have a drawing program opened. I was using it to cover up some of the empty space. So maybe that's eating up some resources. You want me to kill it?
I can check this real quick and see what's happening here.
Okay.
That's not the entire... Yeah, you're out of memory.
Okay. Damn.
How much memory are you using?
I think...
The game doesn't...
No, it shouldn't. Like, I don't remember how many gigs I have. It's 8 or 16. It's not terrible. We're talking about RAM, right?
Yeah, RAM. Because unfortunately, at this moment, the game does consume a bit of RAM. I'm going to work on some optimizations on that.
I'm gonna close my drawing program here. Don't save. Maybe it'll be okay. And then what else? Oh, I also got... Oh, I got a couple of things that are open that maybe... I'm gonna close this. Yes. So I got some graphic things going on in the background.
Graphics programs will kill it, yeah.
Yeah, let me see. What else can I kill? I'm gonna get rid of this. We need Discord.
Really graphic... If you have graphics program running, that would probably...
I had Clip Studio open. And graphic scale.
Oof.
So, well, yeah. Let's see if that's any better. Oh, let's exit that. I need that.
If the game froze, you should probably kill it now.
Okay, so restart?
Yeah, just kill it.
It's gone. Okay.
Go back if you want this.
Let me just double check some stuff.
So how is Uber Craig development been going? I noticed you were doing some streams with Aaron.
It goes. I haven't been able to get organized, so like a lot of I have people who's agreed to work on it, but they're all twiddling their thumbs right now because I can't get organized. So I'm just trying to do some stuff to make myself feel better, to make a little bit of progress here and there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Also, I went through 3 spiders last year, and that was expensive.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
You had some people coming through. That's some nice graphics too, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't bad. Oh, okay. I should be trying to get online.
Yes. Yeah, after this, I am going to be running some diagnostics on the server software because that is significantly older.
Oh, say, how are you doing the server?
Java? Servers are easy in Java. Java is like one of the easiest languages for doing networking.
Oh, I mean, what's the word? Like, did you hire a server or do you just have like a machine?
No, I have I have a machine.
And you just
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I use it for Minecraft servers, for Terraria servers,
okay.
web servers. It's like a computer is not too great,
Yeah,
but it works. Yeah.
yeah. I'm thinking about doing that. Like, was it a lot of trouble getting a static IP? I've never done it before. I have no idea what's involved. You just call them up and go.
Not really. I did it I really set it up a while ago and just maintenance. No, it's not particularly hard. I did it when I was like rather young when Terraria was popular.
Whoa.
When Terraria was popular, I had a T-Shock server of like 20 people regularly on it.
Oh, sorry. I spaced out again. Join. Forgot what we were doing.
Yeah.
Join. I want.
All right. You see the map.
Uh-oh.
You change your color.
I gotta cycle through again. I think it's changing 2 at a time.
That is probably if it seems like that, that's probably just the way
All right, good enough. Am I clicking too long?
The packaging works.
Okay.
Because the lobby is a feature that I actually need to go back on how I programmed it. I'm cyan, you're orange, correct? Yeah. All right, I'm going to click start. Tell me where you've clicked start.
Oh, I just did, as you say, click start. Sorry.
All right, you see the map?
I do see the map.
All right. I'm going to build an infantry.
I see it.
Okay, all right. Q or the arrow button at the bottom ends your turn.
Okay. So I want to build infantry, because that's how it works. Where are my factories at? 1, 2, 3. Boop. 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 And turn.
There are a few changes in this version from the official one. One of them is that, as I was outlined before, I decreased the cost of everything because I was trying to make it so that units were more valuable and couldn't really be as expendable as much as they are in Advanced Wars. That didn't work too well gameplay wise. So we're back to sheep cost. It's your turn.
Okie doke. Hold on, let's see. Cities. How does capture work again? Because I was messing with the. Do you just leave your units like? What,
yeah, you just leave your unit there.
And,
there's like a.
What applies? Like, am I looking at the little flag?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. So, basically, are you asking about like the income of each property? Because if you scroll over it,
how do you capture? Like, how do you know how much you've captured?
Basically, you just move your unit over it. There's a square that appears at the bottom. As long as that square is there, you're still capturing. There's going to be a UI update to make that a bit more obvious how much progress is there. At the moment, it sort of relies on animation speed, but that's not. Could be more readable.
Okay. But is it more? I'm guessing the
2 turns.
Oh, okay.
2 turns.
Oh, okay. The little flag is Morel. The bar on the flag that's green. Okay, cool. And let's start with some of that.
Generally, the bigger the buildings are, the more income they give. You scroll over them. There's a coin that tells you how much income they give. Cities give 250. Factories give 600.
Oh, you're going wide. I see. What's going to be? I got more terrain on this side. I think I better commit this way.
Yeah, I'm going to link the stream.
I'm sorry?
Because Aaron asked about like a link for the stream.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can link streams?
Well, like you're streaming this, right?
Yes, I am.
Did you post a link in the Advanced Wars?
Oh, I thought I did. Did I put it in the wrong place?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Where am I? Oh, I put it in our chat. Never mind.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's get on the advanced wars. Like, I think I still have it. Paste. Cancel. Sorry, I gotta get in on copy. Paste. It's my turn. Was it?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I did everything. Or I guess I should be doing this.
When you're done with your actions, you can also press Q to end your turn.
So there's a did I end my turn? Yeah, I did. So there's
Yep.
actually like a problem I'm having with this that I'm also having with Wargroove. Is that
All right.
I like whenever I go to the side to like hit a button or something, I'm also hitting the edge of the windows, and I'm scrolling.
Oh yeah, that.
So when I'm spectating, like yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder. I think I haven't done any mouse controls for a while, but I kind of want to try doing like a grab and drag type situation. I think
Grab and drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely an idea. I know there's a. I have a dead zone set up, a relatively wide one, for when the scroll starts, and then we sort of base it off of how it is in RTS.
Yeah. I would go right to the edge actually if I remember. Oh, is it? Oh, it's my turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And probably what I'm going to do is when I do the UI update, I'm going to include actual options so you can configure the scroll dead zone from being right to the edge to having a little bit of a margin. And then I'll add drag the scroll as well. The only thing I don't really like about drag the scroll is due to the way commands in Aeturnum work, they're very speed oriented.
Oh,
So like
for like
basically, I try to make sure that every action takes the minimum amount of clicks possible. So like the opposite of Wargroove. And because of that, there's not really at the moment you can't really back out of actions once you've done them. So like if you move a unit, whereas in Advanced Wars you would get that confirmation dialogue of wait or cancel. In Aeturnum you don't get that.
Oh yeah, I did notice that.
And there's a reason behind that besides just UI. It's basically so that when I implement Advanced Wars, when I implement Fog of War, where you move your units, you can't do that trick where you can, in Advanced Wars 4, where you can move a unit, then backspace and move a unit, backspace until you trap yourself and discover a unit just by scanning.
Fishing, they call it.
Yeah.
What am I doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna watch you. Looks like you're just building infantry. So
yeah, well, that's basically what you can do with 600 income. Infantry, if you're noticing the stars appearing next to them, infantry in this game have the ability to fortify. And what it does is it basically multiplies it gives them a flat defense bonus, but it also multiplies the defensive stats of the current terrain they're on. Kind of like Lash's power. So if they're standing on...
okay, so it's double stars. Double cover bonus.
20% extra cover bonus.
Okay.
Plus 20% flat defense. Yeah, that's it. So basically what it means is that fortifying infantry on planes doesn't really do a lot. Well, if you fortify them on a forest or a mountain, then they can really hold ground.
That's not bad. I like
Mechs
that.
can do it as well. But it's not as powerful as you might think because out of the basic units in this game, 2 of them absolutely shred infantry.
Is it the mortar and the IFV?
Yeah. You can sort of wall in this game, but not really quite as well. Or at least I haven't seen.
Sorry, I did something dumb.
Oof. You moved off that city.
Yep. Because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, well.
I'm going capturing more obvious.
Recons. I don't like them.
They can capture structures in this, actually.
Ah! I'll put a face on them.
They're going to be changed to bikes.
Oh, there is a base. Okay, okay, I see.
Yeah.
It's a very small face, and it looks like a
yeah, the recons.
Recon? Oh, but so bad armor-wise, based on what I was doing earlier. With the
they can kill infantry quick, though.
But I think I want an IFV.
Fair enough. Yeah, the recon bike graphic is temporary. It's the armored car, the old recon graphic for now, because making graphics for this game
it looks, yeah.
Yeah, these animations have a lot of frames.
Yeah, they look pretty involved.
So I try not to make a ton.
Yeah.
I try to the new approach I'm sort of using is you're going to see a lot of old graphics that if the unit actually works and people are actually using it, get new graphics. Because I don't want to make a ton of graphics that aren't going to be used because they're expensive. If you were hiring an artist to do this, they would charge a lot.
Yeah.
And I know because I charge a lot.
Ah.
That's what I've been doing besides this, doing sprite commissions for people.
Now, speaking of graphics, I had the problem with this last time. Like, when units are on buildings, you're still kind of really hard to see.
Yeah, that's due to, I'm going to be reworking the colors of buildings a bit. It's mostly due to the fact that infantry they don't have a dark color on them. They don't have a very dark color that helps define their shape.
Yeah.
That's something I did with the vehicles that the infantry didn't benefit from because they were one of the first sprites.
Ah.
I'm doing that. In addition to that, I'm also going to be changing the colors on the buildings a bit to have them be a bit less saturated. There's a new version of the graphics that I'm working on that I haven't shown off yet, where a lot of visibility problems are resolved.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Where did all this, dude? How come it feels like you have so much more guys than me? Oh, it's the city.
Were you producing from every building, every factory, every turn?
I only missed one. When I built the IFV, I couldn't build an infantry. I think yours is just, they're all together.
Yeah, there's probably that.
Is there a unit count somewhere? I don't see it.
Not yet. That's a thing I'm going to add.
We'll keep that guy there. We'll keep these guys here. Oh, look. What's this? Light tank. I'll just hide. Oh, what are you gonna do? I guess I'll move over here. No, wait, where's my other doodad? Okay. I'll go there. I guess I'll do this. Probably won't work. These guys got it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull back here.
And in this game, like every other Advance Wars, you never want to leave your factories idle. That's probably part of the reason that the high unit prices felt so wrong.
Oh, you couldn't build out of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
My excuse for it was that you had construction units that could build additional factories, but... Yeah.
I mean, it might
It wasn't
work
really
if
a
you
good
just
start.
load the maps full of properties.
It could work,
Twice
yes.
as much properties as Advance Wars, and then I think they break. So as the game goes, it becomes harder and harder to build. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just different. I don't think it's better or worse. It's just different. You just gotta is that what you want to lean into?
Well, possibly, but at the same time, the old Aeturnum version was still... Oh, it's my turn.
Oh yeah.
I need to... One of the things I'm going to do with the new UI, it's not going to be this vector crap. It's going to be pixel-based, and it's going to be a much more clearer, the colors
Oh, the UI.
of alternatives. Yeah. This UI is sort of basically... The only reason this UI exists because the old UI was worse. Much worse.
Gap, eh?
Yeah, this UI at least is functional. It doesn't look like it wants to burn your eyes out. It's not great, but it works somewhat. And it's better to have a UI that works somewhat than something that is completely and utterly broken.
So hey, I've only played this once, and for the sake of testing, I want you, I don't know how you feel about it. Well, how about you coach me?
Coach you? Yeah,
Give me an
sure.
idea what you're doing, and some ideas what I can do. So,
All right. Let's see. So actually, I should be playing this differently, but basically, with Aeturnum, I tried to keep the gameplay relatively somewhat similar to Advance Wars. This is like the most Advance Wars-like faction.
Okay.
So it's most of your standard fundamentals apply, right? You want to build out every factory. That's what I always want to do. I want to make sure I'm not spending so much I can't at least produce infantry. And you want to sort of field a composition that counters your opponent somewhat. That's basic turn-based strategy fundamentals. But really what you sort of want to do is, in your case, I will look at what I'm fielding, right? So I have a tank, I have a mortar, I have V, mostly infantry. You're producing a lot of mechs, which is... Actually, mechs aren't as good as they are in Advance Wars 4 in this game. Mechs are sort of a unit that you use as support. You kind of use them either to lock down fortified areas, or you use them with IFVs to push your attack against vehicles, but you don't want to spam mechs, because they're not good versus infantry for their cost. They're very bad against infantry for their cost, actually. They deal less damage to riflemen than riflemen deal to each other. Yeah.
That was my whole plan.
Yeah, I assume you're playing Wargroove Pikes. Yeah.
Yeah, just
spam Pikes when game.
Oh, I still don't have that freaking city. Oh, jeez. That's what's killing me.
Yeah, that would do it. Though your income isn't horribly behind.
Oh, I gotta freaking get that. Yeah.
What I would do if I was in your situation is I would probably try and get more tanks out. I would just focus heavily on getting out a good force of tanks and infantry, because tanks and infantry are very cost effective.
Oh.
Tanks are basically good against... They're decent against everything. They're best against other vehicles, and they have that flanking ability.
What is the flanking ability? Is it two
Basically,
tanks? Sorry, go on.
So, you're playing Wargroove, so I can explain in Wargroove terms. So, you know how Wargroove dogs, they deal additional damage?
Yeah.
If two of them are next? Well, tanks can... do that with any unit.
Cool. Oh, okay.
So if you have one unit next to an enemy,
Did you just shoot one
and
guy, or did you just shoot at a building?
I shot your guy, I
Okay.
moved around with the rifleman, and then shot you with the
Oh, I see.
recon. Recons deal 200% damage to low morale infantry, so
Yeah,
they're
okay.
extremely good at finishing things off.
Okay. Okay.
Low morale in this game basically means you're dead. Uh, there a lot of units, as said before, have extremely powerful abilities that only activate when your units at low morale, and that's how they're balanced. So if you keep your units morale high, they tend not to get killed extremely quickly.
And how do you keep them high? What's the dynamics for morale? Just
So
combat?
basically, morale is like a second health bar, right?
Yeah.
When you take damage, you also take morale damage, usually equal to the amount of damage you take.
Yeah.
Certain weapons deal more morale damage, like artillery deals a ton more morale damage
Okay.
than actual damage. But the main thing you sort of want to do is, if you want to recover morale quickly, is keep your units together. Units who are next to each other regenerate morale a lot faster than units that are alone. So if you keep your units in a blob, they get a roughly 50% bonus to regeneration for each unit that's adjacent to them.
Okay.
There's a reason for this. It's not 100% apparent in this version because this version only has your core units. That's what its entire purpose is basically to test the core unit balance.
I think that's all I can handle it now. Like, I remember last time we played, we had all 3 buildings, and I was like, well, there's like 3 different kind of tanks. I can't.
Yeah, that's literally the point of this version, is that the last version was bloated with units, and no one used. People barely used any of them. So this version has only a few units, but you use all of them.
It's definitely... Oh, I didn't take that property. Okay, here we go. I'm taking that city.
Don't move units that have the square underneath them. I'm going to make it more obvious or something.
Are you talking
have like a giant flag.
So the little red thing, that means I'm pinned, right?
Yeah, so there's a couple icons. The downward chevron means you're suppressed.
Is that what? It's kind of small. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm going to animate the icon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the red icon.
It's a chevron with a little stripe through it. Okay.
Yeah. The star means you're fortified. Again, temporary icon. There's a gray icon that means units under smoke.
Yeah. I couldn't get the smoke to work earlier, but I assume it's because...
Did you click and hold?
I think I was on the wrong thing. I was doing the executable. I did, and all I got was select. So maybe I wasn't in range or something, or maybe.
Did you click on the mortar, or did you like click on an empty tile?
No, the mortar.
Oh, the mortar? No. So basically, you want to hold down the space. You want the smoke.
Oh, okay. You just gotta have a mortar close enough.
Yeah, you just basically you select a mortar, and you click somewhere, and you hold it, and that's one of its context actions, like where it has move, fire, there is bombard, and smoke, or special.
So I gotta clump my guys together. Oh, they ain't clumping. You know what? It's time to fall back.
I would recommend focusing a bit more on the middle because that's where most of the income is.
I don't think I can win it.
Because the side fights are important, but in most of the tested matches I've had here, it's really decided by whoever takes the middle.
Center? Okay. But what if I just pour everything into the side and hit it really hard?
That's a strategy. It's certainly a strategy. I haven't seen it work. But again, I haven't played this as much as I've been testing it.
Ah. Was that everything?
All right, let's see. Seems so. All right. So what I know is you're sending a bunch of forces north, and I can't deal with those. So what I'm going to do is probably just...
Yeah, but you're winning 2 fronts.
Yeah. So what I basically want to do is I want to back up, see if I can bait some things in. Maybe invest a little bit more into mortars and stuff. When you have a large army and you have a lot of units out, it's not a bad idea to build supply trucks. Because supply trucks, so IFVs can transport and they can fire. That's how I try to make transports more popular. Supply trucks can heal your units. They heal damaged units, and they reinforce infantry. And basically what that means is, you know that diamond health bar thing, the subunit bar?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, how that works is if you have a unit that's missing diamonds who are like completely black, they can't be healed. They have to go to a building to reinforce them, get new troops and such. But if they're still alive, they can be healed normally. And yeah, healing happens all at once. Reinforcing happens one at a time. Supply trucks can heal all types of units, but they can only reinforce infantry.
Ooh. So I'm a little watching what you're doing here.
So let's see, I think I moved everything. Well, except these. I'm just going to go ahead and keep that guy there, actually, though. If you have infantry in good terrain and they're fortified, you can probably just leave them there.
Is that a good idea? I'm doing it. Here it comes. And we're gonna go hard, go ham on this. What's the range of these? I'm already committed. Alright. Advance!
Wars.
Ah, crap, what happened? Some guys went into some other guys. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh.
I haven't... How did you do that?
I don't... Oh, never mind. Maybe they just moved up. Maybe I just misread it. But that's not where I wanted to put them.
No, well, it looks like you stacked units somehow.
Yeah,
what did you do?
I moved some units south, north, and I wanted to move into a mountain, but I slipped and I moved them. Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah, I see the units who are stacked, but I'm not sure how that's possible because I haven't seen that bug since like 3 months ago.
Well, you'll get the video and you can watch it. See, I can.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch that. The only thing I can think of is like if you move the unit while another movement unit's moving, but that shouldn't be possible because there's a variable that tracks if there's a unit moving, and it prevents you from issuing any commands. So it has to be unloaded.
I should have one of these down here. And another one of
It could also be alpha netcode.
Ah. You know what, you guys? You ain't doing nothing over here. Get out. Just run away.
Netcode hasn't been receiving as much attention as it should, probably because the features have been changing so much that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I know what that's like.
Alright,
not netcode, but the same thing's happening with my mouse controls.
Hit that. Hit that. Yeah, you're definitely focusing a lot on the flanks. You're really focusing on those flanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush at you. I'm gonna let you overextend in the center. It's not the best strategy, but it's the one I've committed to.
Let's see, I fixed mortars this version, so I might be able to... Let's see if I can hit there. Hit there. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoke... crap, I messed this up.
Like the code or your tactics?
No, my tactics. Alright, so I was going to smoke there, and I was going to use that to try and get rid of, your Panzer Shrek... What unit? That's Rifleman, that's not Panzer. Okay. So I was going to attack your glitch unit.
Oh, it's happening up here.
Yeah. But I made the mistake of firing smoke before I attacked, so now your unit that's in the city that would be dead isn't, because I smoked and it gave you cover. So that's me being an idiot and forgetting how my own game works.
Are dying. Oh,
so I need to advance up here.
Oh no, now I gotta defend against these guys. That's why Ascender's good, because you can swing out left or right, wherever you like.
Yeah, it's not really as much as... It's a resource thing, but it's also a map control thing. Anemone, show me the power of map control. And, Wargroove, when she got a ballista up in the center of the map, and I spent the entire game trying to maneuver around it, wasting tons of valuable time. There aren't any of the big, scary artillery units that were in previous versions in here yet, but that's coming with commanders. So I'm not sure if you heard, but it's your turn now.
I'm thinking...
In this game, the commanders don't just get day-to-day powers, they also get units unique to them. Kind of like Command and Conquer Generals. So they serve as their own sub-factions.
Are these guys healthy? Yes, they are. These guys are just about dead. Shall I leave them be, or should I put them in a city? Look at these guys down here taunting me. Yep.
I buffed city healing rate, by the way.
Check this out.
Hey.
Boom!
Oh yeah, mortars.
That's probably not... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't see that. I'll just put these guys down here. Hopefully block enough of that. Ooh. Can I don't know what kills what. So I really want to get in at your tanks.
Tanks are... If you... Basically, I've tried to make unit interactions pretty simple.
Did you see that? I moved some guys, and there's still guys underneath.
Oh, okay, so
they did stack.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they did stack, but they didn't... Okay, I see what happened there. Somehow you managed to move a unit above another unit, and the game does know when you do that. It does store that unit, it doesn't just disappear like it did in previous versions. But you shouldn't be able to do that. The only reason that happens is for transports. Because when a transport unloads, the unit unloads, occupies the same tiles to transport, and it stores the transport underneath it. It also happens for air units that you haven't seen.
My barracks. Oh, jeez. Okay, if you are reworking buildings, I hope you'll make their like. Sorry, this is like so I misread that barracks as just another city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hope you like shape their outline also. Like literally square circles or something like that.
Yeah, that's also a consideration. The production structure for Iconia, actually, most of them don't look like the barracks. The barracks is like a weird exception that I'm probably going to end up changing. Because in the previous versions, all the production structures tended to look more like the factory. They were very, very obvious that they were production structures. The barracks was... The idea behind it was like a civilian structure that's being used as the barracks. And it doesn't translate too well to readability.
Nope. Almost, but not quite. Now I can't build out of it. Okay, let's see. More tanks! More tanks! Because I'm not spending my money fast enough.
Yeah. If you know anyone who wants temporary assets, you can redirect them to me because there's going to be a ton of botch concepts.
Okay. There were some people asking on AW, I think. AW,
Yeah.
like, they wanted some.
Let's see. You know what? I'm feeling spiteful.
Oh, wow. One shot.
Yeah. I think they only do that to hamlets, but you don't want mortars. This is one of the mechanics that I think Aaron said was like very un-AW-like. Basically, if you don't think you can capture a structure and you have enough income, yeah, you just blow it up.
Oh, I should have been doing that. I could have rushed at you in the center. Literally. Oh.
Yeah, it's sort of a short-term strategy, and it only really works if you're winning elsewhere. It's basically a mechanic to end games faster and prevent stalemates, where people are just capturing the same cities over and over again. So I wanted to make the pace of the game a bit faster.
Makes sense, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to...
But that's a big change, like changing terrain.
You can also destroy regular terrain, but
can I destroy terrain if there's units on top of it, or do I have to kill the units first? Or
so
do
that's
both
actually
sort of take damage?
Both take damage, but terrain, there's a bit of a weird formula at the moment that I'm going to change to something a bit more standard, but essentially what happens is you damage terrain for this is probably a bad idea. The overkill. So like when you attack a unit, it calculates how much damage you could have done and how much damage it actually took to kill that unit. And whatever damage that you did that was overkill is applied directly to terrain. So what that means in practice is that if you're fighting other units and you're attacking other units, you don't destroy terrain, really. But if you target terrain directly, you'll deal a lot of damage.
That half track is really cute. I really like it. It's just I don't know what it did when it stopped, but it like dumped a bunch of barrels or something.
Oh yes, the supply truck.
Yeah. Did it supply a building? Was it supplying a building?
It just does that at the end of every turn. It indiscriminately drops supplies.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Again.
Alright, now what do I do? Well, I don't have any confidence in what I'm doing, but I'm gonna play through. What's this? You got Panzer doodads over here. This guy. How's the IFV armor against infantry? Does it just rip?
The IFV is like an anti-air versus infantry.
We're talking 90, 95-ish.
Like it kills infantry on bad terrain instantly. And it severely cripples anything that attacks it.
Does the mortar have splash? I forgot. Some kind of splash damage?
It doesn't have... It has splash damage in a unit. What it does is it hits a bunch of sub-units at once.
Okay.
So...
But
versus infantry, it kills stuff.
So it has splash personnel damage, but it only engages like a unit,
one unit,
like a squad.
Yeah. It has splash with squad.
Bloop. So I'm gonna hit that Panzer dude. Oh, you're not close enough. What's this guy? A light tank? Another light tank? Let's put this guy right here.
It was meant to rename the Panzer Shrek's tank hunters because regionalization. But for some reason they've named Panzer Shreks. They haven't been able to demonstrate.
Oh, sorry. I know I keep ragging on your graphics, but if you can I'm not a big fan of this serif font. So.
The font is temporary. I hate it too.
Yeah, like after the first few complaints, I was like, he probably on it.
Yeah. This is, again, the stopgap UI. Mostly made to test the UI element system. The graphics are all sort of just thrown together in the Inkscape.
Boop. Forget you guys. I'm going this way. Oh.
I'm going to be doing a pixel font. It's going to be much thicker and much more readable.
Oh, that was a bad idea. You just sent some weak morale guys.
Yeah, those infantry. They hold buildings if they fortify. There's only one person left. He's bleeding out from his chest, his legs, and he has no arm. And he's holding that city.
Did I build out? 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, that's so many infantry guys over there. Look at that.
I only have one Panzer track, though.
And
but I can do this. Alright, let's see.
Oh my god, my mortar's gonna get wrecked? Probably.
So what I can do is I attack
Hey, can I bomb your HQ? Oh, there's no HQ right now.
The factory is the HQ.
Yeah, how do you feel about... Because that's pretty different in Wargroove. You don't need infantry units to hit the HQ.
Well, actually, technically, you can do that here too.
Yeah.
Because artillery can just sort of bomb structures. Currently, the terrain destruction is going to get an overhaul because currently the values aren't completely balanced. Because there's only one unit that can destroy structures directly like that.
Are you going to let them all just unload on structures?
No, only artillery.
Okay.
It's mostly because it's actually more so a UX issue because if every unit had the bombard ability, then you could do some weird, silly, unintuitive things. I mostly want the bombard ability to only be on units that actually have some kind of effect on structures. If infantry just attack a building, it does nothing.
Look at these things. IFV, light tank. What's this? Another IFV.
You probably know this as well.
You have dudes in it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
IFVs. You probably know this as well, but if you give the player a ton of options, they tend to not use them well.
Yeah.
You give the player bad options.
It's overwhelming.
That was a big issue with the old version.
If you might be able to ease them into it, but it would take a commitment.
It would,
and you just have
but
to,
again,
be able to justify it.
Yeah, you have to consider that this game is already one of the more complicated AW likes, and that's what Magnet Mania. Yeah, it's your turn. Ooh, I had a nice conversation with him about the great deal of things.
Ugh. Well, I don't see any gambits I can take. Let's keep going a little.
Let's see.
What can I do?
I know I have a bunch of infantry there. You have like one mortar. You could probably
just hide it
do
behind
with some
more
stuff. Do with a mortar and IFV. IFV's murder infantry.
Why did I build a light tank?
Extremely well. Light tanks are good against everything decently, but
that's a mortar.
If you really want to get value, build IFVs.
Oh, these are not worth it. Oh, Dang. I wanted to click
What
out.
did you do?
I was gonna go target something else, but I forgot. Once you
Oh
commit the
yeah,
move, it commits.
yeah,
Oh well, Sailor V. I'll just
yeah.
start
There's
hitting
been
you
mixed
guys.
opinions on that feature. I know some people, it's something you like once you get used to the game. Like it's sort of the opposite of other games where it's like I wish this menu would go away because I know I want to go do already. Aeturnum is kind of the opposite of that. I might add like a beginner option to where you can undo your moves and then just have it be disabled on certain matches just to ease people in. But I'm not sure if that's like a better solution. Just, hey, in this game you can't do that. Learn to play it this way.
There was something like that in Wargroove, I think, that people were complaining about, but I can't remember what it was or if I
Eight
remembered.
clicks to 8 clicks to attack. If you auto attack, the game automatically paths. It will probably put your unit in the wrong place. Yeah.
8 clicks to.
If you were in the Ward World News Discord, someone was complaining about that. It was quite labeled. Basically, have you ever tried auto attacking? You know how in this game you can just like move over a unit, you can click it, and your unit uses the path you drew.
Yeah.
In attacks. And Wargroove, that doesn't happen at the moment. And Wargroove,
Oh yeah,
when you
just
click
auto
on a unit,
detects on everything.
yeah, and that will
Right.
screw you up so many times.
Oh, can I attack? My mortar truck is still active. Oh, that's. Is that a bug? Okay, so I got a little highlight on my mortar truck that I just moved.
Oh yeah, that's because mortar trucks, they can attack. They can do an action after moving. So that's intentional. That's so like if
Okay.
you move somewhere, you can still attack.
Don't remember if I attacked or not. I. What's the range on
You
it?
can. As long it's
I have to
after
move.
it moves, it's just 2-2.
1, 2. Yeah. So something. Oh, okay. It's just an. Okay. So nothing was in range, but it needed to do that anyway, right?
Yeah, it does that because mortars can force fire on
Yeah.
the ground and fire.
Oh. To hit buildings. Does it do anything else if I just shoot at planes? Can I make it whole?
Well, yeah, you can just bombard planes. You can fire smoke at it. Bombarded planes give extra defense to infantry, so they're like trenches.
Cool. Okay. Let's see. That's all the dudes. This guy's about to die, but he's protecting something, I think.
This is probably one of the. Huh. Okay. This is probably one of the weirder games. Usually there's a giant mosh pit over middle.
Well, I ignored that.
So right now, I'm sort of just have a
Right.
bunch of forces spread everywhere.
No, I knew what I was doing had a really low chance of working. Because, like, my units are split up.
Well, mine are too.
Well, yeah, but, like, if you retreated, you can retreat back into your own units. Like, you can go center and then you can clump them back up. I can't do that. Because they're on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah. So what I'm going to try and do basically is trying to capture properties this close to your barracks never works, especially with how high the income is.
Yeah. Ah.
So I'm just going to try and bomb you out.
So you're doing the smart thing. You haven't just gone for my HQ like my plan.
Well, I could go for the HQ, but like you still have a bunch of income.
But
so
I can pincer you because you'd be overextended.
Yeah.
Probably.
So that would be a really
yeah. So you didn't fall for my gambit. That's what happened, and now I'm losing very hard.
Yeah. My units are stretched very thin. Alright, so I'm going to heal those, move up these. Supply can reinforce infantry, doesn't mean they're good at it. A lot of the basic units I've designed them basically so that they're all meant to be spammed, just like proportionally. So none of these are really super high impact unless you activate their procs, which I've been doing a very poor job at demonstrating.
So are procs basically your version of crits?
Kind of.
Just like conditions for extra damage?
Conditions for extra damage. A lot of them are morale based because in Aeturnum the big thing is morale. They're position based as well, some of them. But the reason I wanted to make the morale system less about, oh no, my second health bar went down, now my unit is useless, and more of my second health bar went down, now my unit is vulnerable, but it's still useful. So do I retreat this unit and have it be safe, or do I keep using it even though there's a chance that my enemy, if they get the proper positioning, could just wipe it out instantly?
I think I should be hitting your infantry units. Sorry, can you hear me? I was kind of mumbling far away. I think...
So the entire point of the system was basically to make the mechanic more engaging and require more player action rather than just being another health bar. So they are my version of crits. They're just more risk-reward while not really... They're risk-reward, really. They're risk-reward. That's what they're meant to be. In a more clear way, in a way that sort of encourages you to stay in combat instead of dancing around ranges.
Oh, that's sand. I keep thinking that's the edge of the map. Okay.
Yes. Sand in that gloriously non-animated water.
Zoop.
Temporary graphics.
Yep. Water's hard.
It's not hard, it's just...
You gotta make it loop. It's time-consuming.
Longer. It is time-consuming, especially...
I think that's what hard means. I think hard just means time-consuming, because nothing's really hard, if you really think about it.
No, there are certain things that are hard.
What's hard?
There's definitely certain things that are hard, like getting smooth animations in 4 frames. It's hard.
Okay. Well, is it hard, or you just gotta push pixels around until you get it?
No, you actually have to go in there with like a good mindset, a proper plan of what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
If you spend a bunch of time on it, then it's just going to get progressively worse and worse.
Okay.
You're not going to know what's going on.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure how greedy I can get with these. I don't think... No, that works.
Ugh. Alright, so I've conceded, but I'll play through as long as you like, just to see, what kind of what kind of play endgame is like, if you want.
No, it's fine. We can go to Uber. This is mostly a test of the core units. There aren't tech units in this current build, and tech units is what will really be the end game. At the moment, the game sort of just turns into whoever gets a resource advantage, generally, and has decent unit compositions, wins somewhat. And it's mostly sort of a test of, hey, are these core units behaving intuitively? And are the controls working? And besides the server software being not tested as extensively as it should.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So I'm going to bring up another graphic thing, but I'm sure you already know about it. But sometimes when units north of a building, I don't see the morale bar. And morale seems to be pretty important.
That's actually the health bar.
Oh!
Yeah, that's the health bar.
So morale, is morale hidden?
morale is just on the card you're over. Or rather, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You know the red icon that appears?
Yeah.
Those morale icons are at the thresholds where abilities activate.
Oh, so pinned is a morale condition.
Suppress is a morale condition. There was like a unit. Let me end my turn real quick. Attack my infantry with an IFV, like a relatively high health one that isn't going to die instantly.
See if I got one.
Like your northern IFV, attack the guy who's on the town.
Okay, here we go.
I can just give a quick rundown of this. All right, so icons are going to be changing something a bit more obvious, and they're going to be animated too. But essentially, you have 3 status effects on this guy. You have Fortified, you have Suppressed, which is a morale condition, and then you have Pinned Down.
Oh, and I thought that was ammo, but that's being hit by ammo.
Yeah, that icon it went through several revisions.
Oh, sorry. My phone alarm is going off outside. I gotta go get it. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
All right.
Oh, sorry, man. Where is it? That's like a sleep alarm. Yeah. That's such a good I like it. It's from a cartoon. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
That was my go-to-sleep alarm. But today's Friday, so it's fine.
Fair enough. Yeah, so basically you have Suppressed as your morale icon. You have Pinned Down that's a status effect independent from morale. The idea behind that, essentially, was that you don't really care about morale unless it's low.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Health you more so care about because that determines your damage, right? Morale you only care about when it's low, and then it starts affecting your damage. And it also opens you up for attack. The morale procs, actually line up with when the suppressed effect appears. So when that effect appears, you know you're vulnerable to morale.
Do they all have morale procs? And are they the same or are they different?
They're different depending on the unit.
Oh,
take
I
hunters.
The effect. I mean, when they start.
When they start, they're the same.
Okay. So
in the old version, they were different, but that just made things more confusing.
Yeah.
So in this version, they're all at 50%. 50%. If you're below 50% morale,
a thing that happens.
Yeah, you get an effect. If you hit 0, you get the broken effect, which is essentially my unit is now useless.
Okay.
For the next few turns, but that's 0% morale, and at that point you're dead.
I kind of want to see morale like on a vertical bar, maybe on the side.
Vertical bar.
Yeah.
Right. That.
I don't know how you feel about that, but that's kind of like then it goes up and down. You know.
Yeah, my only concern about having more bars is that the units turn into bars.
Yeah, you already got. Yeah.
You have the status effect icons. You have the health bar. You'll have a morale bar.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have the same concern too.
I could try it. It's definitely something I'm going to try when I do the UX update. It's just not really.
Is there a reason you went HP bar instead of like a number?
The reason I went with an HP bar, I think originally is just because I made the bar class and I was like, oh great, I have bars now. That's wonderful. I'm going to use bars for everything. There was actually a number box originally, but had that terrible sans serif. That's terrible serif font. Yeah. That made everything unreadable.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add the option for a box because Wargroove has a switch between box and bar. Is going to use a nicer font.
Yeah.
But anyway,
what What sizes are your boxes?
What size? What do you mean? What size are my boxes?
What's your tile size?
Oh, 48 by 48.
Okay, so it's quite. What's mine? Mine's 24. So yours twice as big as mine.
Yeah,
But if
that's
you just want some numbers, I'm like they're generic enough that I can share mine if you like. If you like them, you'll see them in a little while.
Oh, don't worry, I can box them up pretty quickly.
They're not hard. Numbers aren't hard. Pixel numbers.
And I want to try and get in a custom text system. Anyway, let's see. I'm trying to figure out. I'm getting Uber Creek downloading in the background at the moment.
Oh, cool. Wait, is it 3.12.c?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, that
great.
one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Now we
I
could
think-
do Hamachi, or the other way is if we go fancy and you know how, we can do port forwarding. Depending, I don't know how to do it, but if you do, it should also work.
For oh, you don't have server software yet, do you?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can just exit out this.
Okay, doke. Boop.
Let me check if I have Hamachi out. I think I do because I had it. No, I don't. I do not have Hamachi. Give me a moment then.
Sure.
I'll get that installed.
Boop. File. New. Alright, I'm going to push some windows around for this stream. Just gonna double check on it. Looks okay. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing this. Ah, darn.
Next update for Aeturnum is going to be including the COs, more units, and UX changes.
Cool, cool, cool.
I have a glorious and wonderful team who is totally being very on time with their updates. And who is providing the finest quality assets, writing, music. Whoa there.
Oh, right, I forgot what I was doing. I was doing this.
Yeah, I'm getting Hamachi set up.
Thank you, thank you.
I was told not to let you pick the anti-radio CO, but I know
You know what?
basically.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play Vision Plus exclusively for a while. Because she has the least amount of numbers I can push around. So she's probably the best one to balance around. So yeah. You know, I played anti-radio a couple of times and I lost. Like, I don't think I've won with her once. 2 or 3 times. But I think on that particular map, it was like a pretty small, narrow map. So it was like extra bad.
Ah.
But also, don't really know. So we'll have to play more.
All right, that works. All right, let's see if I remember how to do any of this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and what's the process?
All right, hold on. Let me get a copy of it opened. So just run the executable. Oh, actually, sorry. Do you want P1 or P2?
It doesn't matter.
Would
Do you want to have P1 like I had P1 on Aeturnum?
I actually prefer to have P2, but it might be a little more involved. It means you have to set us up and you have to pick the map.
Okay.
So if you go in the map pack folder, oh, there it is. Okay, I just need an example. There's a little map preview folder, and you can see just like screenshots of all the maps. And
Two-player carpal tunnel syndrome.
That's an Aaron map. Oh, actually, can we play the big one? Pretzel, the one that has two. Pretzel Enclave.
Pretzel Enclave?
My friggin' laptop can't handle it. But if we're playing cross two computers, we totally can.
Okay. So how does that work?
Go back out. Okay. So go to the folder called Pretzel Enclave. Should be the second one from the bottom.
All right, yeah.
Copy Protoland, and you gotta. And here's the hard part. You gotta get into Uberkrieg's app data folder.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So.
I know how to get the app data. Don't worry.
So there's like a Uberkrieg Live 3 something. You'll recognize it. Yeah, and just stick it in there.
I want to ask you why?
Why?
Why is this the process for loading maps?
Cause I wanted to do other things. I needed to do other stuff, UI wise, and just code wise.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean,
if you ask me about my.
Yeah, it's how I load everything. So.
Okay. Is there roaming or
I don't know what that means.
Local. I'm looking for it. I'm in app data.
Oh, local. It's in local.
It's in local.
Yeah.
Uber. I don't see a.
Oh, that's because okay. So open Uberkrieg. No. Yes. Open Uberkrieg and just start a turn. So it hasn't made the app data folder for you because it hasn't.
All right, I'll start the game.
Yeah. So just like play a turn, or just start a turn and end it, and that should make a save file.
All right.
Yeah. And then just close it and. Yeah, sorry. It's a little convoluted.
All right, I will now check and see if a Uberkrieg folder has appeared in Uberkrieg Prototype 3 Live. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It.
Found it.
Stick it in there.
Protoland UBM.
Yep.
All right. Did that.
Cool. Oh, and if you ever want to stick music in there, that's where they go to.
Neat.
Yeah. What am I doing? Okay. I think that's everything. So in the one of the files you'll get there's charts, links to charts for all the things you need, but maybe I can walk you through them.
Yeah, and just give me a quick basic thing so you can I'll read it later.
Okay.
Just keep this expedited.
But let's.
What do you want me to do with Hamachi?
So I want you to get on my server. It's called Protokrieg, and the password is I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, just send me the information over Discord. I'll just copy it.
So the first one's the password, second one's the server.
The network ID.
Oh, I don't know what that. Oh,
Yep.
Noble Inspur. I think that's you.
Yes.
Okay. So we got the map. Now we got to pick a CO. So I have 10 right now.
Okay.
What I have Vision Plus that can deploy decoy units. So I have regular Andy type situation.
Okay. How am I doing? Does I go in there? I press
So-
F5 to host game, or
So first you got to pick the CO.
okay.
So it's between row of numbers at the top of the keyboard, not the function keys. 1 to 4 will toggle through the COs.
Oh, this is a UI.
So the UI doesn't get good till we get into the game. So I don't know if you have the file opened, but you can read through the COs and pick one, or I can just talk at you until you hear one you like.
Okay, I see what you are. All right. Oh, I see. Commanding officer. COs are characters to command your army, and for
It's a
specific
Google
CO,
Doc.
this link. Okay. It's like commanders. Okay, am I going to see different commanders? Here's what commander is. All right. But where are the commanders?
Yeah, there's no Google
Good
Doc.
documents.
Oh, you got to get on the Google Doc because I was tired.
Yeah, I'm on the document.
that.
Creeks kill Uber Creek. So it's like Advanced Wars 2.
Yeah. Yep.
CO power and super.
Yep.
Vision +1.
Now it charges at about 25%, so a quarter speed, so it's much faster currently. But there's also less fighting because of vision, fog of war.
Fair.
Oh, by the way the networking works right now is it doesn't really work. Well, it does, but it just passes a file.
Tiles affected by smoke screen. Oh, you have smoke too.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you have fog of war, so you have this smoke that's... Oh, anti-radio. Anti-radio sounds fun.
You can pick anti-radio if you want. I'll do it. I don't care.
Hey, you also have convoy.
Yeah. Cambay that can drop a land cruiser. Don't know how that was working out yet.
I'm going to actually no, I'm going to honor Magmania and play Grit.
Okay.
Even though I don't know if artillery in your game is as broken as they are in mine, so what do? I chose 6.
So I don't remember what the colors were on Pretzel Island. I think I changed them to red and blue. Oh, jeez. Hold on, I'm gonna... Can you... Okay, can you press F1 just to see the map? And see what colors are?
Okay.
Or go back to the preview, but I don't remember how accurate the preview is.
Okay, I day 1 green.
What's on the other side?
On the other side, oh dear. Can I increase the size of this window?
Yes. Press F11, and if you want it sharper, F10, or you can just press F12 for full screen. So F10 will change your render mode, but F11 will make it twice as big.
All right, yeah, that works a bit better. Let me see. In turn.
So it's green and
red.
So it's 1 and 2. Okay, that's good. So kill it, restart it.
All right.
And pick 1 and 2.
Okay, I can't click. I was about to. For a moment, I almost thought that you didn't have mouse controls.
Oh, yeah. I kind of don't. I haven't touched them for 2 years, so they're not great. So they don't work as, like, I don't know how well they work right now because I haven't looked at them for a long time. But they.
All right, so I've restarted.
Okay, so you're P1, so just hit the number 1 till you get to the number of CO you want.
All right.
And I'm P2, so hit number 2 once for number 1, because I think that's Vision Plus. Oh my god, please be Vision.
All right.
You should have put.
You want Vision Plus?
Yes, please.
All right. Number 1.
Okay, and then you hit F5, and that'll put you in server mode. You should see it at the bottom, and then I will connect to you. So okay. So your server number, I'm gonna punch it in.
Yeah, network mode 1.
69, and then connect succeeded. All right, and press F1, and we'll start.
All right, pressing F1.
Yeah. So you take your turn. You end.
Oh, there's a sound.
Oh yeah. So just so you know, the turn changed. So when you end turn, it'll automatically change, start my turn, and vice versa. But like, you won't be able to see anything on my turn because right now it just literally passes a huge phase file.
All right, and then I press end turn, and then the screen goes black.
And then I go. Okay, it is now my turn.
So do I just stare at the screen? I don't press anything?
Yep, sorry. You just wait for me to finish my turn.
Brilliant.
Works for now, and it's you know, when you're playing in at home with another person and you're doing pass, it's not bad because you can talk them and stuff, look them in the eyes.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's been kind of awkward. Okay.
Yeah. When is this programmed in? Game Maker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Game Maker 1.
Game Maker. I'm the only thing I know about Game Maker networking is that it made childhood me rather program in assembly.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's literally I had Game Maker and I had assembly powered Super Mario mods. And I quit Game Maker.
So what's really
just play?
What's so bad? Okay, so I've never done any kind of networking code before this. And what I learned, I think they just worded everything really bad, and the stuff they have don't match standard programming language.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, because like their buffer and what most people consider buffers are a little different, and you can do weird things. Like I could put a whole save file into a buffer and just send it. Like I don't have to cut it up or anything.
Yeah, that's not how you do stuff.
I think it just handles it for you.
Yeah, what I think it's doing is probably automatically cuts up a serial. It deserializes.
Yeah.
Or rather, it has all its data serialized. So it can just cut it up into packets automatically. And I think that's what some programs like Unity do as well, but Game Maker is very obtuse about the way it's actually doing things. And Game Maker tends not to be very efficient about how it does things.
Yeah.
Because the more general you make it a solution, the worse it is at any specific case.
Yeah. But you know what? Got me this far. Do you want me to run you through the units? I don't know how familiar you are with everything.
It's pretty similar. This game is like Advance Wars, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a couple of units that are like a little different, like a little really different, but there's an okay. So the long gun infantry is
snipers.
Yes, basically. If you press V, you'll get the minimap.
Okay.
And various stats. If you press C, will give you some information, but I don't know how up to date it is. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Question.
Yes.
Are you still taking your turn?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll finish my turn. Okay. Sorry. Let me run you through some of the units because I can see them. So, field officers are bikes, but they also have command. So you know how radio works, right? Yeah. And you can attach them to a unit to give them officer rank, but it won't affect their stats or anything. APCs can carry 2 units and can attack. Machine gun. IFV's power's been turned up against infantry. The covert operative can zap. Takes 1 ammo, only has 1 ammo, and also dives like a submarine. Heavy tank's armor's up a little bit. Land cruiser is a big tank. Fires like a AW4 battleship. Range 2 to 3. Carries 2 infantry, because why not? And I am going to do some stuff. Oh, I spent all my money. Yeah. So I am playing Vision Plus, which means I have extra vision. I'm basically Sonya, but my powers let me deploy decoy units. So they're exactly like other units, except they have only 1 health. I can't repair them, and the only action they can take is wait.
I have to manually capture.
Yep.
Oof. The radio is already being...
Are you using... I hear keyboard, so I'm assuming you're using keyboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's...
Let's see, how...
Let me know how you're faring.
Fair. Wait a moment. Let's see, if I built this, that connects them. They can then go here safely. Alright. The radio mechanic is certainly interesting. Still getting used to that.
Yeah, it does take at least like 1 or 2 proper games.
I like it. This was actually one of the features that I was interested in your game about. Because I like supply line mechanics. Aeturnum literally has a supply system that isn't being used that much at the moment because it mostly revolves around tech units.
I didn't know
Where you have... Yeah, our supply system, kind of like StarCraft upkeep supply, is basically used to limit how many tech units you can deploy.
Oh, like a... Okay, so I'm thinking of like old-timey Stark. If you're talking about a population limit.
Yeah, it's sort of like a population limit, but darn it, if you ever played any World War II type
tabletop situation.
Why did all of my radio coverage just randomly disappear?
I don't know. I'll watch. Oh wait, are you recording? Can you record?
No, this laptop does not like.
Oh yeah, okay.
Actually, I think I know what's going on here. I don't have enough. Are there units that have greater radio range?
They're all okay. So there's a couple. There's one. Okay. Yes, the Recon. The Recon has 5. Everything else
Recon
is
has 5?
3 or 1. So APC and
yes,
and Officer is 1.
Okay. Do APCs come with a commander?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, but there's a supply system that it functions more like war game types, a combination of a population limit and war game supplies. Basically, you use supplies for certain types of units attacks, like heavy artillery, use supplies to fire from a global supply unit. But they also take supplies as maintenance each turn. So the more heavy tech units you invest in, the less supply you have available to use for special abilities.
Oh, wait, for units or for COs?
For units and probably COs too. Some of the COs have abilities that are kind of like unit specials. Because I'm probably going to do a system where COs also have a special CO unit that functions as their battlefield avatar.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if I move. Can I go here? I like the radio system. It's really makes you consider how you're positioning your stuff.
Well, thank you very much. We've done it for a long time. For the first 2 years, it was really not good.
Alright, let's see. So that moves 3. If I move there, then that will connect him. And that should make everyone happy. No? No, okay. I have 700. All units have 3. This needs to be that. This needs to be that, I guess.
Oh, how long have we been going? Hold on, I'm gonna stop
It's your
recording and start recording again. I'm gonna stop.